Hey, check it out. I have installed the solar panel. Isn't that awesome? So I didn't record the process because honestly, there's just too much going on. It was kind of wet out here. It's been raining all day. But she's making power right now on a cloudy day. I think it looks awesome. So I've got this stainless steel pipe. It is my vertical. Comes down to this 45. Attaches to the deck or to the sideboard. And what these are flag mounts. But I've drilled through the deck on the back one here, and it goes into the bait box down here. And so even if this point leaks, which it won't because I've 5200 the crap out of it, because between layers here there's actually a piece of wood and we don't want the wood getting wet. But if it were to weep, which still would be bad, it would end up in this bait locker or ice box and just run away. And then over here, this one I 5200 the hell out of it also. This would drain out into the bilge if it did leak, so I'm not terribly worried about it. But that looks sharp, doesn't it? Looks really sharp. So, you know, I thought about, man, I could run this wire down my pipe into this box and then drill a hole through here and get into the main cabin underneath here and run it to the battery. But I don't know. I'd have to cut the plug because it's too wide to go through the pipe and then rewire it. And I didn't want to open up an area for water or moisture to get into. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to zip tie it to the back of the pipe here. And I still probably run it into the box here and then drill a small hole, probably here at the very top, run it, or in the back, run it into that cavity. And then I've got an extension that I can hook to it, boop, and run it down to the battery for charging. Actually, I won't run it to the battery. I'll run it to the inverter, which will then run to the battery. And we're replacing this solar panel, which is much less efficient, even though larger. And the fact that I stepped on it and cracked the crap out of it, it's just time to replace it. Cool thing, you know, if you've got a place to put it and it's not in the way. And I was super psyched to have it, but not being up out of the way and not being able to use it all the time if I wanted to was like, you know, I don't dig it. This is up out of the way. It'll constantly be there. You know, if it's winter time, I can fold it flat and let it hang down, or even just throw a cover over it and let it be. You know, it's super cool. I did have to modify the attachment point, that big gray collar right there. You'll never in a million years guess what that is. I even emailed the company and I said, hey, your attachment, your bracket is really kind of lacking. It's only for a 2-inch pipe or larger. And I'm trying to adapt this to a sailboat, and I don't want a 2-inch pipe mounted anywhere on my boat. You know, maybe if it was a much bigger boat and you've got 2-inch stainless, but that stuff's expensive. And they said use hard vulcanized rubber that's not very flexible and fill the gap. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's garbage. What I found though, what I have, and because I never throw anything away, is that's a 1-inch shaft for a PTO. And so it's got, I've jammed it in here. I mean, hit it with a hammer, banged it on the concrete as far as it would go. And then it's got this set of screws there. And then of course the collar is holding it. But if you look, those are the teeth that accept the gear drive, the PTO drive for the tractor. And this is the collar that you pull down to do it. So pretty awesome that I got to utilize that. That whole thing's made out of steel, and I think the outer ring is aluminum, but it's going to be plenty. Maybe I can figure out some way to put a cap on here. Would be kind of cool. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to rain in there and drain out. Down here at the flagpole mount, which is split just like this one. So it's got a set pin in the back of it, a set screw, and you can angle it however you want. And so this one just happens to be angled straight up, and water gets in there, it'll just come straight out and drain away. That's why I really 5200 the hell out of that to seal it. I mean, it doesn't look fantastic, but I can clean it up a little later after it sets up. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm trying to hook up some Lazy Jacks on the mast. It's hot as hell out. Yeah, I know. That looks like a terrible idea. But I don't want to take down the mast right now. Well, it is night now. I've worked all afternoon on the boat. The solar array is up and it looks amazing. I got my Lazy Jacks put on. So the Lazy Jack holds the sail on the beam where it's supposed to be. So when you drop the sail, these ropes that are in the middle here, these are the Lazy Jacks. Boom. It's a big V here. There's a big V here, and it goes up to the mast forced spreaders. So when you drop the mainsail, it won't taco on you and blow across the deck. It just falls into the slot of those ropes, and it's easy to flake out and control that way, and then you can tie it down. But if you have to drop your mainsail on a windy day, that's fantastic. Here comes my gorgeous wife. That's my first mate.
Hi.
We're making videos.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to Facebook world.
Hi, Facebook world.
And YouTube world. Man, she's
Stop.
almost as sexy as my boat.
Wait, what do you mean, Oma?
So there we go.